Hunter McCollum takes the mound, the local kid from Scottsbluff Community College. By way of Scottsbluff, Nebraska, he's going to face Cannon Dodge for the Fremont Moo. McCollum's ready from the stretch. First pitch, we're underway, is lifted in the air, right field. Right there is Alex Zerfus. One pitch, one out, we're underway. And McCollum off to a rocket start. Behind Dodge for the Moo, Ben Higdon, Austin Baskin, Zane Scanzi, Bentley Bookout, Jason Axelberg, Tyler Harrington, Matt Spear, and Ian Graff, who is the league leader in home runs hit. So the lefty Higdon digs in with one away. He scores around a bunt and takes a fastball outside. Calling balls and strikes, Isaac Glanz, and then in the field, Kyle Higley. And McCollum had a couple appearances this year. He goes fastball outside corner, gets the call. 1-1. Just 4 2/3 from McCollum. Got hit around pretty hard in relief on July 21st in Badlands, but back here on July 13th in his debut through a scoreless 1 2/3 as Higdon fouls it off. 1-2. Fremont Moo are the team, the league leaders in offense. They have the most wins and on the verge of clinching a playoff spot to meet these Pios over the weekend. First playoff game Sunday night. The 1-2 is upstairs, 2-2. Higdon down the line, 1 through 9, a bunch of 300 hitters for this team. They have a bunch of offensive performers. Higdon, a 324 hitter, and the 2-2 is line foul out of play. Moo wearing the purple unis, one of the best color combos in the league. Pios back to their home whites. They'll play 5 home games over the next 5 days, and then go on the road to either Fremont or North Platte for game 1 of the Nebraska Land semifinals. 2-2 from McCollum. On the ground left side, Jeremiah, who's back in the lineup, gets it over to Jamison at first, 2 away. With that, let's meet the defense for the Pioneers. J. Lou, Smelko, Zerfus, left to right in the outfield. Callahan, Jace Jeremiah is at short, back in the lineup after a couple days for college visits. Antonio Dinez at second. Shane Jamison in his last game with the Pios is at first. And Connor Dowdy back behind the plate. Here is Austin Baskin, a 357 hitter, 7 home runs on the year, 4 RBI. It's righty to righty with 2 outs, no one on. And McCollum's first pitch is lined right to second base for LT to gobble it up. 1-2-3 goes Hunter McCollum in the top of the first. Bottom of the first coming up when we come back. Pios coming to bat on KNEB. Bottom of the first, Pios will face Marco Ibarra, one of the studs on this Fremont pitching staff, with 3.32 ERA and 48 2/3. He'll face Smelko from the left side. It's righty to lefty. Ibarra's first pitch to Smelko is down 1-0 with the fastball. Smelko coming off a very good series in Badlands, a 335 hitter on the season, 2 for 5, 3 for 4, 2 for 5, and 0 for 5 in 4 games with 2 home runs. He lines it towards left center field. On the run is Scanzi in the gap, and he makes the catch. Smelko gives it a deep ride, but is retired. In the field behind Ibarra, Axelberg, Scanzi, and Higdon left to right. In the infield, Harrington, Dodge, Baskin, Bookout, and then behind the plate is Matt Spear. The hot bat, Ryan Callahan, digs in. He's on a 13-game hitting streak. Average of 333 on the season, 18 ribbies. Had a home run in his last game against the Big Six a couple days ago. And Ibarra's first pitch is, it's down. 1 ball, no strikes to Cali. Ibarra working quick. Next one, 1-0. Callahan lines it foul off the screen. So Ibarra last time out in Hastings, it was an 8-1 win for Fremont. He went 7 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 1 walk, struck out 5 overall in the season. 47 strikeouts to 13 walks, and 1-1. Line drive center field is going to hang up for Scanzi again. He's been busy, and 2 barrels early on go nowhere for the Pioneers. They're 2 up, 2 down rather quickly here in the bottom of the first. It's good to see them coming back home and barreling up baseballs, though, especially Smelko and Callahan, 2 of the hotter bats. And here is Jace Jeremiah, still one of the league's premier hitters. Couple of days off, about a week for Jace. But let's remind you of the season he's having. 361 average, takes a slider away, 1-0. This is his 40th game. 361, 411, 503. 16 extra base hits and 38 ribbies. And the 1-0 from Ibarra is outside, 2-0. So Jace last played the doubleheader against Spearfish. He only missed 4 games. It's just the 3 off days from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of make it a little weird. So we haven't seen Jace in over a week. Here's a 2-0. And it's down with the fastball, 3-0. So Ibarra, really when he's not throwing, well, Smelko and Callahan have 2 barrels, and other than that, it's been a lot of balls. Struggling with some command. 3-0 to Jace. That's a called, no, ball 4. Looked like Glanz was ready to point strike 1, but he was actually granting Jeremiah first base, so Jace gets his 11th walk of the season. And here is Zerf, and just the simple presence of Jeremiah in the lineup just really deepens this Pios batting lineup. They're going to expect Declan Wisner back on Thursday for the final game of this series. First pitch to Zerfis is outside, 1-0. And Ibarra sticking with the lack of command with that fastball. He is struggling. As I mentioned, not many walks on the season. That was just his 14th. 1 ball, no strikes. They're going to throw over towards first. Beautiful night for some Pios baseball. 82 degrees as we open up this 3-game set. 5 games left in the regular season. All will be played here in Gearing. 3 against Fremont, 2 against the Prospects. Surface takes upstairs with the fastball. That is 6 straight thrown from Marco Ibarra. He got behind 1-0 to Smelko, 1-1 to Callahan, so he's only thrown 1 called strike. Obviously no swings and misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Ibarra kicks and deals. Zerf takes it outside. Really tight strike zone. Ibarra's like, what in the world do I need to do to get a called strike? I mean, McCullum obviously had no problem. 3 up, 3 down, but 3 balls in play. And if you're the Pios, you are automatically taking right here. I'd have to expect. Barr hasn't been throwing any bad pitches. It's just he's getting pinched a little bit. There's a called strike. Zerf taken all the way, of course.
Ankle guard on that left ankle. Right-handed batter.
So Zerf struggled a little bit in Badlands. Just one hit on the series in 4 games. Runner goes. The throw down from Spear is in time. They get Jeremiah stealing, or trying to steal second. Zerf took a strike, and when we come back, it is the top of the second on KNEB. 0-0 after 1. Top of the second, Scansy, Bookout, and Axelberg due up for the first time against the local Scottsbluff product, Hunter McCullum, who was playing Legion Ball when Tony called, and they got him to come. Pios just desperate need of pitching to just to finish off this season, heading into the playoffs, but McCullum has looked strong, a live arm with a good fastball, and deals first pitch to Scansy. Slider gets the call in the inside corner, 0-1.
Game 1 of a 3-game series. Game 2 tomorrow. Game 3 on Thursday.
Scansy, another mid-300 hitters, 355. 0-1 is lined into center field. Smelko right there. Healthy diet for both these offenses so far. That's 3 really hard lineouts right to center field. So McCullum will take it. Obviously the hot bat, obviously the hot weather getting some carry here. And here is Bentley Bookout from Long Island University, Pittsburgh, Kansas. Pittsburgh, Kansas is where Paul Panduro spends his college time at Pittsburgh State. Outside fastball just misses, 1-0. It's been a consistent tight zone so far. Pios have won 3 consecutive games after dropping the first one to Badlands. Outside fastball, 2-0.
And this being game number
Emu
50 for the Moo on the season.
over the weekend, a 3-game sweep of the prospects. They've won 5 of their last 6. Foul ball off the screen. McCollum gets back in the count. 2-1, and even more of that.
2-1 Bookout. The first
They've won 9 of their last 10. They are 16-4. That's an 80% win rate
in the Moo.
in the second half. They're ahead by 3 games on North Platte with about 5 games to play.
Split doubleheader on Saturday to wrap up the regular season.
So not a very big magic number. Bookout slops it foul the other way, 2-2.
Very nice facility at Oregon Trail Park.
Now, the Pios had their game last night canceled in the middle of it, so it was a no contest, but previously a 9-3 victory against Badlands on the ground foul off the bat of Bookout, still 2-2. It was a 9-3 win. Griffin Allen won 8 innings pitched, 3 runs, just 1 walk. So Griff throwing 52 innings in the regular season and finishing it with single-digit walks. And a 2-2 outside with the fastball, 3-2 off the plate. And 1 through 9 in that game, all recorded hits. Home runs from Walsh, from Callahan. Callahan hit a ball that is still going. I mean, it was destroyed. 3 balls and 2 strikes. McCollum deals. It's on the ground right side in the hole, and Inez going to his left, over to first in time, and 5 up, 5 down for McCollum. 5 balls in play. A couple of them hit pretty hard, but Inez able to track it down, range into his left. Here comes the righty Jason Axelberg in left field tonight. 2 away. No score so far. We expect some offense to be scored this series, but obviously Ibarra, a very good pitcher, and McCollum looking to match him, whatever he does. First pitch inside, 1-0.
These 2 teams are obviously excited for the
Potentially a playoff preview between these 2 teams. 1 ball, no strikes on the outside corner, but foul.
Pioneers have known that they've been in the postseason since the first half wrapped up. Once you win the first half, you're guaranteed to host your divisional championship series. And the Moo are trying to win the second half.
2 balls, no strikes. Column deals. Called strike fastball. And 2-1.
2 balls and a strike. Tyler Harrington, the third baseman, will be next. The Moo are in the first base dugout here this evening. Top of the second inning.
2-1. And McCollum's pitch is lined to short, but right there is Jace Jeremiah. So some hard contact both ways, but either way, through 3 half innings, it's 0-0 on the West Coast scoreboard. When we come back, Pios looking to strike first on KNEB. So very quickly, the bottom of the second already. 9 up, 9 down for these 2 teams in the first inning and a half. Pios will have Zerfis, Lopez, and Jamison. Zerfis was up as Jeremiah got caught stealing to end the inning. So not 9 up, 9 down. Jeremiah walked, the only base runner so far. But both pitchers have faced the minimums thus far. And Zerfis will get another chance, work to full count, and takes the first pitch slider for strike 1.
To Alex Zerfis, right fielder. Western Nebraska, 28-19, 11-9 in the second half.
And the 0-1, Zerfis nubs it in front of the plate, slow roller, behind the plate. Spear picks it up and gets it to first. For that, a 2-3. As Zerfis was swinging away at a breaking ball and count the end of the bat.
Lopez batting .316. He has 1 home run and 17 runs batted in.
Next at bat, the designated hitter, Lopez.
So here's Isaac Lopez. His time at the Pios is coming to an end rather quickly. Will not be with the team for the postseason, unfortunately. We're looking to end his very strong season the right way and takes it upstairs 1-0. Now the Pios are not just going to lay down and let Fremont come in here and just beat them. Obviously, there's some gamesmanship that needs to be played where you don't want to show the other team your hand, because especially, I mean, the likelihood of these two teams facing off in a playoff series is very high. Lopez, high fly ball, center field. Scansey going nowhere. He makes that catch. So obviously there's an amount of gamesmanship that is going to need to be played. Obviously Griffin Allen will not throw. We might not see too much of Paul, even though Paul did just have a week off, so you got to throw him. But it's, a lot of stuff to think about if you're Antonio Garcia, because the likelihood of these two teams playing in a playoff series is very, very likely. The probability is very high. Obviously, the Pios have clinched their spot, and the Moo not far behind with a magic number less than 4, I believe. They're ahead 3 games. I believe the magic number is going to be 3. 3 or 4. 1-0, Jamison. Hits it hard. Line drive towards center field. Going back is Scansey, and he makes the catch. I mean, these two teams are exchanging barrels, but still nobody in the hit column. After 2, both pitchers have faced the minimum. When we come back, top of the 3rd on KNEB. Top of the 3rd, breezing through. Well, I guess I'm not supposed to say that. Chuck always gets mad at me when I say that. But both pitchers have faced the minimum through 2. Hunter McCollum back out. He'll face Harrington, Spear, and Ian Graff. McCollum, 6 outs, 6 balls put in play. Couple flyouts, couple lineouts, couple groundouts. And here is Harrington. 314 average in 30 games. 19 ribbies for the freshman from the University of Memphis. We got a Grizzly in here. And McCollum's first pitch of the top of the 3rd. Breaking ball called strike 1.
No balls and 1 strike to Tyler Harrington. He'll work out in the stretch the entire way. The 0-1 to Harrington.
0-1 is inside, brushes Harrington off the plate. Count even at 1 apiece. Nothing game. Top of the 3rd. Glad you're with us this evening. As a pretty beautiful night in Gearing. Turning a lot darker as the time goes on. 2-1. Pitch down. I don't think anybody is happier for Declan Wiseman's return than Connor Doughty. Pios were down to just 1 catcher over the 5-game set in Badlands. Fastball away, 3-1. Eric Smelko was going to catch him. He did catch yesterday, but the game got canceled an inning and a half in. Ty Mead caught 2 games out of the 4. Dowdy will catch today and tomorrow, and then it's all Declan on Thursday. High pop-up right side. Zerfus is coming in. A long run for everybody. It's going to get foul and drop. Zerfus unable to make the catch. Jameson and Inez were also on the chase, and it just dropped in no man's land, but McCollum will take the strike, runs the count full, 3-2. No score.
7:35 Central Time. First pitch tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday. 3-2 now to Harrington.
3-2 from McCollum. He fights it off and shoves it foul on a line out of play down the right field line.
Matt Spear, the catcher tonight, is the number 8 hitter in the order. He's in the nice throw to gun down. Would be Steeler. Chase Jeremiah back in the first inning.
3-2. He fights it off again. Same place, a little less hardly hit. Still 3-2. Colum has had a healthy diet of fastballs with some good command. Induced a lot of hard contact, and that is a walk. Fastball misses to the glove side. And leadoff man is aboard via the base on balls. Harrington will go to first, and in comes Matt Spear. Spear, if anything, is the weakest part of the offense at the catching position, but still a .253 hitter with a .352 OBP. And this team just rakes top to bottom, first pitch outside. You can really tell the difference in strike zones that we've had tonight compared to prior nights here in Gearing. That's all I'll say. 1-0. It's down. 2 balls, no strikes.
Spear ahead in the count at 2-0.
2 balls and no strikes. McCollum deal. Swing and a miss. Looked like he pulled the string. Good changeup.
Sun creeping behind a cloud just for a moment here.
2 balls and 1 strike. Ian Graff on deck, league leader in home runs. Fastball outside and 3-1. Little trouble for McCollum here. Both pitchers have a walk. Still no hits in this game. But the Moo with the first, or have become the first to get a leadoff runner aboard. McCollum checks on first and back towards the plate. Kicks and deals. It's fouled off. Good pitch. Spear was just on top of it.
We heard a pregame show with head coach Shea Bennett, but he also addressed the team that lost 4 ball games today, saying this is the most exciting time in the summer right now.
Pretty big 3-2 pitch early in the game. Here it comes. It's fouled off of the front leg of Matt Spear. Count will remain 3-2. Dimension steered Oregon Trail. 320s down the line. A pretty deep 362 in the gap, and then 385 dead center. That's where all the barrels have gone, unfortunately. No one's been able to plunk one into the gap. It's been all center field. 3-2. Here's the pitch from McCollum. There's a base hit into right field for Spear. The Moo are in business. Everyone gets a base. And 2 on, nobody out. A little jam for McCollum in the top of the 3rd. Spear just going right with that fastball that was down at the knees, pulling it right through the 3-4 hole through the right side. And that's a really good piece of hitting from the 8-hitter to move the line to Ian Graff. He started the year red hot, the freshman from Dixie State. He hit 5 home runs in his first 2 games, had 7 home runs by June 4th. He slowed a little bit. There's a swing and a miss. Potentially why he's in the 9-hole now. Has not hit a home run since June 18th. 8 home runs on the year, 23 ribbies, 39 strikeouts, and a .312 average. 0-1 from McCollum. It's a changeup that's at the knees, called strike 2. Graff's best game of the season, he went 4 for 7 One game in a 20-13 win on June 19th. You guessed it, in Gem City. 0-2. McCollum deals. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him with the fastball and one away. And just what the doctor ordered to finish off the first time through for this order. Dodge will dig back in for at-bat number 2. 0 for 1, he flew out to start the game on the first pitch. And the first pitch from McCollum is a fastball upstairs, 1-0. So Dodge, the shortstop for the Moo.
Dodge playing his third summer of baseball here for the Moo.
304 hitter this season. This is game number 45. And a swing and a fly ball towards center field right there, Eric Smelko. He'll range under it and put it away for a big out number 2. So a leadoff walk and a single following. McCollum has worked it to 2 outs rather quickly. And it was the lefty Higdon who grounded out sharply to Jeremiah. Back in the first. Swing and a miss. A nice back foot slider that McCollum grooved right in there. Obviously never a chance to get a hit off that. You're hoping for the swing and miss, maybe a foul ball to get ahead in the count, and that's exactly what Higdon gave McCollum. He helped him out a little bit. And as playing back at second, 0-1 is fouled off of the glove of Dowdy. And McCollum quickly ahead 0-2 to Ben Higdon, the new right fielder. Lead off 2 runners on this inning, and McCollum in position to strand them both. 0-2 inside, not a bad pitch. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be, however you may be listening. We'll have coverage on all these Pios games the rest of the week. And then the playoff game Sunday, you can listen exclusively on KNEB. There's a fastball outside, 2-2. Just turn your radio dial to KNEB AM. And if you're out of area, you can find the link online on kneb.com. 2-2. He jammed him. Fly ball left center field. Luke is right there. And Hunter McCollum, a job well done. 3 consecutive outs, including a punchy. And he escapes trouble in the top of the third. Still scoreless, breezing through this opening game between the Fremont Moo and the Western Nebraska Pioneers. We'll be right back on KNEB. Bottom of the third here,
Barra so far.
as the Pioneers will send Luke, Dowdy, and Inez to the plate.
And here's walk one. So far, we're to deal here in the bottom of the third inning. Game 1 of 3 this week. Back here tomorrow on Thursday night.
So J. Lou, pretty decently hot bat. Cooled off a little. That was kind of a slow series against Badlands. Had a 2-for-4 day on Sunday with 2 ribbies. Was previously 0 for 6 in the series before that. Exactly on the 300 line for the season overall, and takes inside to open up the count against Ibarra. 1-0, no score. Bottom of the third, Moo and Pios. Moo, the league's premier team at 32-17. 1-0 to Luke. There's a line drive down the right field line, so you get down for a base hit. And Higdon Fields cuts it off before it gets into the corner. And Jason Luke extends, or keeps that average above 300. He gets a leadoff single. Kind of just tomahawking the high fastball. He's loved to hit that. And he really just has such a horizontal swing where it's just impossible for him to just pop up a pitch that's high. And that's a perfect pitch for his swing path. And he just roped it down the line in right field. Here's Connor Dowdy. Luke a big lead off first, and Dowdy takes strike 1, fastball from Ibarra. So that's the first hit for the Pios this evening. Both teams with 1 hit. Both teams with 2 base runners.
6 foot, 180 pounds from Trebek and Nazarene.
Then in the Nashville kid, Dowdy steps in. Pickoff attempt to first. Luke back diving.
As Coach Bennett said, he's good friends with Tony Garcia, head coach for West Nebraska. They've had good rivalries over the last couple of years.
And Dowdy lunges and pops up a slider out of play, 0-2.
So Ibarra jumps ahead the count. No balls and 2 strikes.
Ibarra will work ahead of Dowdy.
Luke taking his lead over at first base.
0-2 to Dowdy. Ibarra, long set.
Long set.
And kicks and deals. Line drive left center field. It is going to get down. 4 back-to-back base hits and an 0-2 punch from Connor Dowdy. And Pios are in business. That'll bring up LT as the 9-hitter playing second base tonight. And that's from San Francisco State, our favorite Gator. Good spot for him to break out of a little slump he's in. He squares around a bunt, pulls back, takes high and in, 1-0.
No strikes to Nunes. 6'2", 150.
392 OBP, Nunez standing at 6'2", 155.
California. Ibarra and Spear getting on the same page here.
1 ball, no strikes to LT. And Ibarra's pitch. Square on a bunt again. He gets it down back towards Ibarra, who has 1 play and takes it to first. Really executed bunt. Really well executed bunt from Antonio Nunez. That's a sac bunt. Moves both runners over into scoring position for Eric Smelka. You hear that music. You know who it is.
And it is Dowdy at second. He has Jason Luke now over third. And already the top of the order back to the plate.
So Smelko hit a very sharp line drive into center field. That was ran down from Scansey towards the gap.
No score, bottom of the third. Pioneers and Rivers at second and third with 1 down.
Corners coming in. Harrington and Book out. Smelko loves to swing the first pitch. He does. Line drive center field, base hit. Pios on the board. How many are they going to score? Here comes Dowdy. Not in time. Relay throw picked off. And Eric Smelko opens the scoring here in the bottom of the third. It's 2-0. Some 2-strike hitting from Connor Dowdy. puts both runners not wasting any time. JMO hit a ball hard to center in his first time and hits this one very hard. Almost taking the hat off of Marco Ibarra. And here's J. Lou with single in the last inning. And takes one outside, 1-0. So Luke got the bottom of the third started, ended up scoring on Smelko's single. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, he shies out of play the other way. Ibarra at 26 strikes, 16 balls. That's 42 pitches, if my math is correct. It is. Division between Western Nebraska and North Platte. They record-wise tied for the 1 ball, 1 strike. Luke leaves the zone, chases it 1-2. So 1-2, Luke's got to protect with 2 outs, runner on first. He can kind of yank one down the line, potentially take the lead. Here's the 1-2 from Ibarra as Luke swings and misses. Good changeup that drops down in the dirt. And Luke chases for strike 3. Pios leave a runner on. Still tied 2-2. After 4, you're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB. So Hunter McCollum looking for a bounce-back inning after continuing to allow some hard contact in the top of the 4th. Now we're at the top of the 5th. 2-2 ball game. And, you know, it's crazy when there's not many walks, when no pitching changes, how fast baseball games can go. I think it's funny that in the professional baseball we are doing everything we can, and when I say I'm saying our lovely commissioner, Rob Manfred, to make games go from being 3 hours and 10 minutes to 3 hours and 2 minutes. We got to save that 8 minutes. Very important. Instead of fixing some things that need to be fixed in professional baseball. But, you know, it's crazy what happens when no walks, no pitching changes. Baseball's not that boring of a game, and it goes very quickly. McCollum misses outside to Ian Graff. This is a star-studded Fremont lineup. Graff takes down. I mean, top to bottom, just filled with power. Chad Miller, Shea Bennett have done an unbelievable job finding talent, finding just pure slug guys. 2-0, swing and a miss, loud fastball into the mid of Dowdy and right by Ian Graff. So Pios sent 4 to the plate. The single from Jamison was left on. They have 4 hits on the night. Ian Graff, another swing and a miss right by him. Good fastball, and if you're McCollum, you struck out Graff with that fastball in the 3rd on 3 pitches. Don't go away from the pitch. Just throw it again. If he beats you, you can go shake his hand. Just throw it again. 2-2.
2-2.
He does. Outside corner, just misses.
Ian Graf with 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That's a gutsy take from Ian Graf. Tony's asking where that was.
Right now, he's in a
Full
situation
count,
where
big pitch here. You don't want to walk the leadoff man, especially the 9-hitter.
here's the
3-2.
And he swings.
Hit hard into right. That's down for a base hit off the end of the bat. And that's just pure power from Ian Graf. Not a bad pitch from McCollum.
Singles to right field.
Graf was expecting to strike there. He got one.
And they'll bring the top over.
And a leadoff single. Moves us back to the top of the lineup. A tough spot for McCollum facing this new lineup for the 3rd time around.
Full out to center field. Dodge made contact twice. Center field now will step to the plate.
Cannon Dodge, who has 2 flyouts. He's 0 for 2. No, nobody out, 1 on. McCollum's first pitch is lifted out of play. Foul ball. We are in the top of the 5th.
0-1 here on Cannon Dodge. Dodge leads the team in hit by pitches. Here's the next pitch. He swings.
On the ground left side, tough play for Jeremiah. He slides backhanding over to second. What a play from Jace Jeremiah. Obviously they can't get 2, and Jeremiah ranges about 8 feet to his right. Slides, gets the backhand stop, and gets it to second to get the lead runner.
That is a stellar play.
Jeremiah loved to have him back.
Choice and Graf is retired 6-4 for out number 1.
Getting his bat back, but also getting that glove the left side of the infield.
Higdon 0 for 2. First pitch to
So Dodge aboard the fielder's choice, and Higdon takes one for ball 1.
Short in the first inning, and flew out to left field at the 3rd. 2-2 tie. We're in the top of the 5th inning.
So out number 1 is recorded. Runner on first. Pios double play from getting out of it.
Pitch. Higdon swings.
And here's a tailor-made one to second. Nenez. Second one. Over to first. They got them both. Oh, the defense is back and in action. They force a double play and some nice defense on hand this evening at Oregon Trail. With between the Pios and the Moo, it's 2-2. We're halfway home in Gearing, and we'll be right back on KNEB. Bottom of the 5th, Pios' turn to try to take the lead back. It'll be Dowdy, Nenez, and Smelko 8-9-1 against Margot Ibarra. First pitch righty to righty. Dowdy swings. Line drive to short, but caught by Dodge. Dowdy showing some confidence. And 1 pitch, 1 out, but a good swing for Dowdy. Really all you can ask for there. You don't really care where the ball ends up, especially in a game that really doesn't matter. You just want to get the good swings back. Pios are really short on position players, so Dowdy could be a very huge part of a potential postseason run. LT will swing away and takes one down, 1-0. He sack bunted Luke and Dowdy. This is away.
July 26, 1872, the National Association holds a special meeting resolving that because some teams have dropped out of the race. 9 games will be played between contending teams this season instead of 5.
2-0. Inez lines it into center field on the run. Skansky can't get there. It's down for a base hit. And a big hit for LT. And you hear the music. You know who it is. So Smelko had the big hit to open up the scoring in the third, plating to Pios to take the lead. Moo answered right back. And Smelko takes strike 1.
July 26, 1879, Syracuse's Harry McCormick gets a home run in the first, and then makes it stand up by beating Boston.
So 1 to Smelly. Smelko, ground ball to first. They're going to go to second 1, back to first in time as these two teams exchanging double plays. That'll end the inning. We're breezing through at the end of 5, 2-2 game. Moo and Pios going back and forth at Oregon Trail on KNEB. So you guess it, McCollum is back on for the top of the 6th. He has thrown a lot of strikes. Now they've hit him pretty hard. But he's looking to give as many innings to Tony as possible. They'll face 3, 4, 5, Baskin, Scandy, and Bookout.
To take a look at where you're going as opposed to now being on your phone and take a look at where you need to go. And watch these two boys pull that up instead of the music because it took you longer. But they were able to do that.
Righty to righty. First pitch to Baskin is a slider dropped in there. 0-1. Good pitch. McCollum has used that slider a couple of times to get ahead. He had that one mistake to Scansy, who's on deck, so he's got to be careful. Really, you want to get Baskin out here. He's got him out twice. 0-2. 0-1. He's fouled off, and he'll work ahead. No balls, 2 strikes.
Just joining us, the Pioneers have 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd on the 2 RBI single by Eric Smelko. The moving answered with 2 in the top of the 4th on a solo home run by Zane Scansy, a double by Bentley Bookout, and 2 batters later an RBI single by Tyler Harrington. We're in the 6th, tied at 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Baskin. He swings at this pitch.
And that's a foul ball. So 2 runs for each team, 5 hits for each team. It's been a very clean game of baseball. This would be the only time in Major League history that a pitcher would win a 1-0 game with a first inning home run. 0-2. Upstairs, not a bad waist pitch at the eyes.
From the state 1948, Leo Reynoso makes his first appearance as Evans Fields has taken over the Giants with the over 4 crowd delights and a 13-4 win by the Dodgers.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The next pitch.
Swing and a miss. A big strikeout. Good fastball powered by him.
Number 7, Zane Scansey. Scansey, 1 for 2, to center field in the second. And he hit the solo home run to left field in the fourth. Scansey, with the home run earlier, is 9th of the season.
So Scansey hit the big hit. And he gets another one. That's on left field, a base hit. It'll drop. So he's 2 for 3. But it's just a single, so not going to be too bad. Bookout and Axelberg due up with 1 away.
Bentley 1 for 2. He grounded out to second base in the second inning, and he doubled and scored in the fourth. So the tall left-handed redhead was stopped with a step to the plate.
Now got first baseman from Long Island University, number 4, Bentley Bookout.
McCullum is set. And the first pitch, and Bookout shows bunt and tries to bunt.
He bunts it and it goes out of play.
July 26, 1948, Babe Ruth makes his last public appearance at the New York premiere of the film The Babe Ruth Story. He would die 3 weeks later, 1948. Babe Ruth.
No balls and a strike with 1 away. Runner on first. McCullum to the lefty Bookout. Tie game 2-2 here in the top of the 6th. The next pitch to McCullum is lunge and skied out of play. And McCullum will work ahead of the lefty 0-2.
In 7-5, the Dodgers' Jim Russell switch hits home runs, making him the first switch hitter in history to do it more than once. Stan Musial hit in his 30th straight game. That was the longest streak of the decade. That was 1950.
0-2 from McCullum. Outside fastball.
We got 1 ball and 2 strikes to the new first baseman. Jason Axelberg, the left fielder, will be next. 2-2 tie. We're at the top of the 6th inning. And the move Zane Scansey down to first base with 1 out.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Just misses on the outside half.
On the state 1978, Johnny Bench hits his 300th career home run. And Pete Rose hits in his 39th straight game with the Reds bow to the Mets by the final score of 12-3. 2-2 pitch to Bookout.
Swing and a miss. Blew it by him. That's 2 strikeouts.
And there are 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Jason Axelberg will step to the plate and try to extend things here in the 6th. The left fielder is 0 for 2. He is lined out to short and he's popped up to second.
Now batting the left fielder from Pakistan University, number 19.
Scansey down at first. Moderately. Here's the pitch.
First pitch outside. They're going to throw behind the runner at first, not in time.
Standing up, it's 1-0 on Axelberg. On the state 19.
So 1-0 with a runner on first. 2 outs. 2-2 game. Top of the 6th already.
Season as a result of his conviction on cocaine possession charges last November. It was in 1984.
1-0. In the dirt, skips by Dowdy and going to second is Scansey. He'll be in scoring position. The throw trickles into center field, but Smelko backing up right there.
Scansey at second base. So advancing is Scansey on a wild pitch. And the count on Jason Axelberg here is 2 balls and no strikes. So the Moo have the go-ahead run in scoring position. Zane Scansey's at second with 2 down. Jason Axelberg ahead in the count 2-0. 2-2 tie. We're at the top of the 6th inning. McCullum looking in the Dowdy to get the sign.
2 balls, no strikes. McCullum's pitch is a called strike. So Axelberg's 0 for 2. Big spot here in the top of the 6th.
Are inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. 2-1 on Axelberg.
2-1. On the ground foul, and McCullum really jammed that inside. He is getting better. It seems like he's better as the count is going deeper. He's been able to put away batters with good stuff, going fastball, slider, changeup, and just the hard contact early on has settled down a little bit. Obviously, you're not going to give that much hard contact the whole outing. 2-2. Swing and a miss. There's another one. Hunter McCullum leaves a runner on base by striking out 3 Moo in the 6th. Bottom of the 6th coming up. We're still tied 2-2 here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. You are listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB. Another nail biter here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium between, well, not another between these two teams, but this one as the Pios welcome in the Fremont Mood, open up a 3-game weekday series. Cali leads us off against Marco Ibarra, bottom of the 6th. This game started at 6:30. And Cali swings the first pitch he sees, bloops it down the right field line. On the run, Higdon, and he tracks it down. So Callahan a little early and out in front. First pitch swinging and one away. Now it's really easy for Antonio Garcia to say, yeah, we're just trying to save guys and we don't really care if we win, but you're in a competitive nature like this, a 2-2 game versus the number 1 team in the league, a team that you're going to eventually have to beat. Jeremiah, line drive, base hit left field, and welcome back Jace Jeremiah. Picking up right where he left off, getting himself back in the hit column. And the go-ahead runner is aboard, but, a tight game like this, of course you want to win. The tensions are high. If you lose, it's sad. And it doesn't matter where you are on the standing. It's like it doesn't matter how long you've had a playoff spot clinch. You want to win baseball games. That's what everybody's here for. But the fact that the playoffs work that way, it is very interesting. If you win the first half, you have to kind of chill and save pitching, but still, you want to win games. So it's a really interesting. It's very interesting how it works and kind of what these managers elect to do. So Zerf could really use a Alex Zerfis gapper here. With Jeremiah off first, he lunges at a slider, pops it up to the right side in foul territory. It's in play, and Bookout is there to retire Alex Zerfis. And Zerfis really upset at himself for that, left the zone and lunged at that one.
Lopez to the plate. Lopez is 0 for 2 as he's flown out to center and popped out to short. As I was saying, 1992, July 26th, the Lion Express just kept rolling along. Nolan Ryan, who strikes out his 100th batter of the season for Major League record, 23rd second of the year. He also gets a 6-2 win over the Orioles. 12th place in the all-time win list.
So Lopez will look to get it done. Runner on first, 2 away. He takes the breaking ball in the dirt, 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes to the Pioneer designated hitter. If he gets aboard, then we'll see Shane Jameson next. 1 ball, no strikes to Lopez. Ibarra, long set.
Here's a pitch from Ibarra. Lopez, big swing and a miss.
Well, the move made their way here to Western Nebraska this afternoon. And you're staying over in Scotts Bluff, which is just a couple miles away. Here.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Not a long trip at all from one community to the next. 1-1 the count here to Lopez, the next pitch.
In the dirt again. Lopez takes it.
It's not 2-1. This is unique for me. This is my first time seeing Gary ever. I've been to Scotts Bluff a couple of times. No one's seen Gary the first time. The Works' ballpark. I'm not sure if you know much about it. The Oregon Trail Park Stadium. 2-1 the count here on Lopez.
And the 2-1. Lopez, line drive center field, base hit. El Diablo gets it done and moves the line to Shane Jamison. So the go-ahead runner in scoring position.
So runners at first and second with 2 down. And it'll bring Shane Jamison to the plate now, the first baseman. Jamison 1 for 2. He flew out to center field in the second inning. And he singled to fourth. Pioneers Jamison with the move 7-6 in the ball game. Morris looking for that final out here in the bottom of 6th.
2 on, 2 outs, 2-2 game. Ibarra still in this game. First pitch to Jamison. He takes a slider. Now interesting, so Ibarra went with the breaking ball. Jamison looking to swing at the first pitch. He did last time for his single. Has 2 hard hit balls tonight in a very disciplined take. Wanted nothing to do with the breaking ball, of course, on the first pitch. 1-0. Jamison ground ball to the shortstop, dodge. He has it, flips it to second, and we are still tied up at 2 through 6. Pios leave 2 more on in their half of the 6th. You're listening to Pios Baseball. We go to the 7th, tied 2-2 on KNEB. So a very quick 6 innings for Hunter McCollum has come to an end. He goes 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, just 1 walk to 4 strikeouts. And in comes Ignacio Reynoso, who has really proven to be one of the more lockdown relievers the Pios have. A 3.22 ERA, coming off of a brilliant performance in Badlands a couple days ago in the 7-3 win. He threw 3 2/3. This was on Thursday. 2 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, no runs, 3 2 scoreless innings. Now he looks to potentially get himself in position for a win against the Moo. Ignacio on the season, 29 strikeouts, 8 walks in 22 1/3 innings. Now really, the 8 walks looks awesome. He's been awesome. 29 strikeouts in 22 innings. I want to shout out Griffin Allen. Griffin Allen has 1 more walk than Ignacio, and he's thrown 30 more innings. And Ignacio has thrown spectacular throughout the season. This is not a knock on the big righty. It's just crazy to think how many innings Griff threw. Obviously finished it off with 8 strong on Sunday, and did not walk double-digit batters. Anyways, Ignacio will face 7-8-9. Both teams have 7-8-9 due up in the 7th inning. Who's going to strike back first? It's a brand new game, a 3-inning game. And first pitch from Ignacio, he winds it up and deals a strike to Harrington. Harrington is 1 for 1 with a walk. Had that RBI single that tied the game in the 4th. And Ignacio winds once again. And misses in the dirt with a breaking ball. Ignacio sits in about the mid-80s, can touch about 87, 88. Loves to throw the slider on the first pitch.
1 ball and 1 strike here on Tyler Harrington.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ignacio winds and kicks and deals. Fastball misses away.
2-1 on Harrington. Spear will follow and in ground. 7, 8, 9 in the order here for the Fremont move. And on top of the 7th.
2 balls and a strike to the leadoff man Harrington. 7-8-9 due up for Fremont in a tie game. Top of the 7th. Line drive down the third base line. Fair ball past Callahan. That's going to go all the way into the corner. Extra bases for Harrington for sure. A strong throw from Luke is into second, but it is a leadoff double for Tyler Harrington. His second hit of the evening. And the Fremont Moo are set up perfectly against Ignacio, who hung a breaking ball behind in the count, and Harrington made him pay. He pulled it down the line, a strong swing, good plane, and was hit very hard off the bat. So Spear comes in, he's 1 for 2. Graff on deck. And first pitch from Ignace. Popped up, right side, could be playable for Dowdy, and it is not. Look out. Into the bleachers. The reserve seats. Not a bad crowd for a Tuesday. I don't even know what day. It's Tuesday. Yep, it's Tuesday. Had to make sure.
2-2 tie. Top of the 7th inning. Tyler Harrington at second base. Harrington and shortstop Jace Jeremiah are chat play. That story probably initiated by Tyler. Tyler, he's a talker. He's a lot of fun too. No balls in the strike here in that Spear.
No balls in the strike to the catcher Spear with a runner on second, nobody out. Harrington has a tying run. There's a swing and a miss. And Ignace will work ahead 0-2 to Spear. Could really use a strikeout.
It's even up at 7 apiece now. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch.
On the ground right side, foul ball off the bat of Spear, staying alive.
Stays at 0-2. We're on the top of the 7th. This ball game has got a good pace to it thus far. Not good. We'll check some other Independence Baseball League scores here in just a moment. Ignacio Reynoso, lead pitcher for Western Nebraska. Steps off the back for a moment.
Ignacio will step off.
Tall right-hander looks on into Dowdy, his catcher. Now puts the hands together and brings him set high near the chest. The
0-2. Line drive right side, caught by Nanez, over to second. It's in time. They doubled him up and got them both. Harrington was caught lurking towards third in a line drive that went right to Nanez. He caught it in a quick flip to Jeremiah at second base. Gets the double play, clears the bases. Just what Ignacio wanted. There we go. Bases cleared for Ian Graff. And Ignacio will work quickly, drops in a slider that's fouled off, 0-1.
Spearfish 4-2, and the bottom of the 3rd inning in Caldwell, Canyon County is leading Casper by 5.
There's a called strike on the inside corner.
right-handed hitter in Graff. Top of the seventh.
0-2.
Reynoso will work at the windup with nobody on.
Reynoso winds it up. And the pitch to Graff. A swing and a miss. Got him with the slider. Reynoso ends it with a strikeout and puts up a 0 in the top of the 7th. It is time to stretch as the Pios look to take the lead back. Tie game 2-2 heading into the bottom half of the 7th inning. We'll be right back on KNEB.
So we facing 7, 8, and 9 batters.
7, 8, and 9 due up for the Pios. It'll be J. Lou to start. In a tie game 2-2. Bottom 7 here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium as Luke swings the first pitch he sees and comes up empty. Barrow still in this game. No one actively throwing for Fremont. I believe there's someone. No, there's no one. There's no one in the pen. Luke swinging a miss. And Ibarra has gotten better as his game has gone on. He has surrendered at least one runner in every inning since the 3rd, but he is executing very nice pitches. Just one strikeout though, but the contact has kind of been taken down a notch. 1-2.
With the move. Here's the 1-2.
Swing and a miss, a loud fastball. That's just the second strikeout for Ibarra. They both come against Luke. And it'll be up to Dowdy in the bottom of the 7th. And here's Connor. First pitch from Ibarra. Dowdy takes it up. One base runner can change it all. One ball, no strikes. Dowdy. Swing and a miss.
Updated Major League Baseball's first 4 years. They're in the bottom of the 9th in Philadelphia, where the Braves beat the Phillies by a score of 6-3. At the end of 8 in Toronto, the Blue Jays lead the Cardinals by a score of 10-3. 1-1. I'm Dowdy.
1-1. Fine drive into center field. It is down for a base hit. That's a 2-hit night for Connor Dowdy. Pretty good spot for LT. His job is to get Smelko up, who's on deck.
And in this 2-2 ball game, move. I'll make sure that they keep him out of scoring position.
Hard got to double up.
He's gonna stretch.
Nez trying to sneak one through. Put one in play with Dowdy on first. They'll throw over there. Could be a potential spot for a hit and run, but you don't have a super fast base runner in Connor Dowdy on first, and you know, a very good bat to ball guy in Nez, but a lot of ground balls. Swing and a miss. Okay, we'll start 0-1 to LT.
Pioneers have turned 2 double plays. The Move have turned 1. And with 1 out, the runner at first, the double play is in fact here. No balls, 1 strike to count. And the next pitch on the way is a slow.
Another swing and a miss. A slow slider from Ibarra.
The slower pitches that Ibarra has thrown tonight is just like putting that one out of the chain to pull it back.
Well, Smelko will hit as long as LT doesn't ground into a double play.
Antonio Nunes. Top of the order, Eric Smelko awaits. Ibarra is ready.
Ibarra will throw over to first. Quick. Ooh.
Other Major League Baseball action.
Dowdy has to get back.
In Fenway Park, the Guardians lead the Red Sox 8-2.
Sun setting. Always beautiful here in Gearing.
For the Mets.
And on hand for a good one between the Moo and the Pios, as expected, obviously. 2 very high-powered teams.
The Padres leading the Tigers 3-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Inez, line drive center field on the run. Skansky, it's down for a base hit. Dowdy racing around second. Oh, the throw to third is high. Into second is Inez. Some gutsy base running pulls off, and the Pios are set up. A flare single into center field for Connor Dowdy. And the Pios are getting 2 runners in scoring position out of it. Score that a single, obviously. And here's the man, Smelko, who already has the only 2 ribbies for the Pioneers tonight. Infield is going in, bottom 7, 1 out. And Ibarra's first pitch to Smelko is away. I don't know why Ibarra's still in this game. Facing Smelko for the 4th time.
In the 3rd inning, and he's in a similar situation right here.
This is nuts.
Bottom of the 7th. The Pioneers have runners in 2nd and 3rd and 1 out. Ibarra is ready.
1-0.
1-0 pitch.
In the dirt, good block from Spear.
Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Other Major League Baseball action at the end of 6 in Kansas City. Los Angeles Angels lead the Kansas City Royals 2-0. They're at the bottom of the 6th in Milwaukee. The Twins and the Brewers are tied at 6.
Let's go.
2-0 count here.
2 balls, no strikes. Infield still in, outfield shaded in as well.
Ibarra will check the runner at 3rd. Now the pitch.
Smelko chops it foul
Count goes to 2-1.
on a 2-0 pitch.
Top of the 5th inning in Denver, the White Sox lead the Rockies 1-0. Bottom of the 2nd at the Coliseum in Oakland, the Astros and the A's, they are scoreless. Bottom of the 2nd in Phoenix, the Giants and the Diamondbacks are scoreless. They're just getting underway in Seattle. The Rangers and the Mariners also are scoreless. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Eric Smelko.
2-1 to Smelko. Go ahead run on 3rd here on the 7th.
With 1 out.
2-1 pitch from Ibarra.
2-1.
Smelko leaves the zone and winds it foul.
Ibarra. Smelko foul off a couple pitches to get the count level back up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 1st at Dodger Stadium, the Nationals and the Dodgers are scoreless. Finals from earlier at Wrigley today, the Cubs defeat the Pirates 4-2. The Marlins over the Reds 2-1. And Baltimore
2 balls, 2 strikes.
3. Those are your updated Major League Baseball scores at this time. 2-2 to count on Eric Smelko.
Pitch to Smelko. 2-2. Line drive foul. Hooking into the Fremont bullpen, where no one is active yet, which is actually nuts. No one's throwing. I cannot believe that. Now, Ibarra's pitch count isn't crazy, but he's facing these guys for the 4th time. This is unforeseen at this level of baseball. Infield still in. 1 away. 2-2 count to Smelko, looking to give the Pios the lead back. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt, that's a good take. And it'll go 3-2, so first base is open for Smelko. See if they come to him. 3-2. Foul ball.
Everything dodge, downfield and look out. All the way on the grass. Around the infield from left to right. Go! Barr and Smelko will battle again. 3-ball, 2-strike count.
3-2. Up the middle, ground ball through into center field, base hit. Smelko's gonna get 2 more ribbies out of this. The throw home is in time, so he gets 1 RBI. Really nice play from Scanzi, but Smelko gives the Pios the lead. Nanez out at home.
It is an RBI single from Eric Smelko to make it a 3-2 Pioneer lead. And Nanez is thrown out 8-2 for the second round of the game.
So it's 3-2. An RBI single for Smelko. He has all 3 ribbies.
So bring in the go-ahead run. And give credit to Scanzi to come up throwing and accurate. Right to spear to apply the tag on Nanez and just score. So it is 3-2. And Smelko breaks runs out at first. Ryan Callahan, the third baseman, comes
So Dowdy scored. Nanez out at home for out number 2. Callahan will go with Smelko off first.
Ball and no strikes to Ryan Callahan. When the move bat in the top of the 8th inning, they will have the top of the order. Dodge, Higgins, and Pastor. Mara trying to finish off the bottom of the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes.
1-0 to Callahan.
Navarro's next pitch.
2-0.
Outside. Down goes to 2-0. It's been a very equivalent statistical battle here tonight. 3-2 in favor of the Pioneers. The Pioneers with 3 hits this inning now. Now hitting on 10-7. 2-0 on the left-handed hitting Callahan. He swings.
Swing and a miss.
The count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. The Moo are riding a 3-game winning streak, as are the Pioneers. Western Nebraska won the last 3 of the 4 games that they played against Badlands. They were scheduled for 5, and the last one was canceled. Here's the next pitch.
Callahan lines it foul.
Foul to the left side. So the count evens. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Callahan.
2-2.
First 3 this midweek series. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And things go right for the Moo. Hosts Western Nebraska on Sunday, game 1 of the
Pios have 10 hits now.
back here next Tuesday for game 2. If it comes that way. Next pitch.
Breaking ball down and away. 3-2.
Now full on Ryan Callahan. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pioneers are taking the lead. An RBI single by Eric Smelko. He has knocked in 3 now in the ballgame.
3-2 pitch, payoff. Smelko's going to take off.
3-2.
And the pitch. And that's ball 4. So hold up. Pios not done just yet. And that will bring Shea Bennett out to the mound. Unless it's Cooper Morrison. Now the pen is starting to be active.
It was a 3-2 ball game. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning. Oregon Trail Park Stadium in Gary, Nebraska. On the patch of Gary Bridge Ray along with the Blue Dog Country, 98.9 1340 radio, and Fremont.com. The Pioneers scored 2 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. A couple of singles back-to-back to lead off the inning by Jason Luke and Connor Dowdy. Sacrifice bunt and then a 2-run single by Eric Smelko. But the Pioneers came back and got a solo home run with 1 down by Zane Scanzi in the 4th inning. Bentley Lookout then followed up with a double, and 2 batters later, Tyler Harrington tied the game with an RBI single. But now the Pioneers will jump back in front. A couple of actually 3 back-to-back hits with 1 out by Connor Dowdy, Antonio Hernandez, and
The shortstop from Skyline
walk Ryan Callahan, runners are Jeremiah. As the shortstop Chase Jeremiah who steps to the plate, he is 1 for 2.
Here is Jeremiah, 2 on.
So
On the ground, right side, diving stop by Baskin. It gets past him and into right field. Scoring is Smelko. Callahan to third, and they got Jeremiah caught, and they're going to need to throw home. They get Callahan, but Jace Jeremiah plates home Eric Smelko. It's 4-2. The lead is doubled, and the Pios make 2 outs at home plate in the 7th inning, but still score 2. It's 4-2. What a wild inning. RBIs from Smelko and from the king himself, Jace Jeremiah. It's 4-2 at the end of 7 when we come back on KNEB. So top of the 8th, Ignacio will come back out. He'll face the top of the Fremont order. A tough test. 6 outs to go, a 2-run lead. 4 hits for the Pios last inning. RBIs from Smelko, RBI from Jeremiah. It's 4-2.
Dodge, and then Dodge threw home to Matt Spear to get Callahan attempting to score for the final out of the inning. So it is a 4-2 ball game as we go to the top of the 8th. And for the move, it'll be the top of the order, Dodge, Higdon, and Baskin.
So Ignacio will wind it up. First pitch to Dodge. Well, hell, we'll wait.
Dodge tonight is 0 for 3, 2 fly outs.
Dodge 0 for 3. And now the windup. First pitch is upstairs. Fastball 1-0. No strikes. In the dirt, quickly has him behind 3-0. 11 hits for the Pios tonight, 7 for the Moo. We were breezing through this game in a little halt, but still, I mean, there has been an in-between pitch change, but that's a 4-pitch walk to open up the 8th. Has to wonder if Paul Panduro is going to eventually start to warm up if he's going to pitch tonight. So this brings up the hard part of the order. There's a strike. changeup from Reynoso.
0-2 on the move, right fielder. It is a final in Laramie. Gem City has defeated Hastings by a score of 6-3.
Could use a ground ball or a strikeout here. It's 0-2. Reynoso checks on first, and he'll throw it.
Top of the fifth inning, Spearfish, Badlands, and Spearfish are tied at 4. And bottom of the fourth inning in Caldwell, Camden County leads Casper by a score of 7-0. 4-2 here in Gearing. Pioneers with the lead.
0-2.
0-2 pitch to Hickett.
Good pitch, but misses up and away.
Austin Baskin, the second baseman with the innings. Move getting some of their top batters to the plate this inning. This is where Fremont needs to produce down a couple of runs. Hunter McCollum worked the first 6 innings for Western Nebraska. And Ignacio Reynoso now is in his second inning.
Here we go for the 1-2 from Reynoso. The long set. And he looks on, deals, line drive, right field base hit. That's going to go right to Alex Zerfus. And just like that, the move threatening with their big bats. A walk and a single off of Ignacio. No one up in the Pios pen. And as I say that, there goes Paul Panduro, who is all but available.
Baskin is 0 for 3. He's lined out to second. Blown out to left. He struck out swinging for the 6th inning. So the right-handed hitting Baskin steps in.
Here is Baskin, 0 for 3 with a strikeout.
Brings the hands together now and we'll get ready.
And Ignacio sets out the chest. He might balk there. We won't tell anyone. Up and in. And it gets away from Doughty. I'm pretty sure Ignacio balked there, and no one called it. He came set twice. We won't say anything though. But either way, the runners advance. Both of them going to third.
Situation here. Paul Pandura is the right-hander warming up in the Western Nebraska Reynoso out of the
1-0 from Reynoso drops in a slider. Oh my! Oh, it's high. Isaac Galans was about to call it a strike, then pulled his hand back, and that's awful, man. That's terrible. And Tony's obviously really upset. 2-0 to Baskin. 2-0. Popped him up in the infield. Oh, just what Ignacio needed. Jamison calls everybody off, and he's got it. Just a huge one right there. And Scansey digs in. Really tough to put on the go-ahead runner, but he's been the one hitter that has given the Pios trouble tonight. Has hit every ball hard. Line drive down the left field line, foul ball. Oh. And Ignacio is going to get that one back. And the dirt, good block by Doughty.
The second time this year, making a diving catch out on the warning track at historic Mobile Field. Ended up scraping up his right thumb. He's worked through a quad strain this summer. And when all that's said and told,
Reynoso will wind it up. It's a 1-1 pitch to Scansey. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Oh, nasty changeup. dirt didn't go. It is 4-2 Pios, but the Moo have the tying runner on second base with one out. Two from Reynoso. Slider, swing and a miss. Beautiful from Reynoso. Back-to-back outs. Bentley book out. Digs in. As the lefty, Reynoso's first pitch, he winds, and the first pitch is grounded foul. Oh, 1. Reynoso, swing and a miss. A changeup that tailed away and out of the zone. Look out, fooled, and now down 0-2. In the dirt, oh, skips away from Dowdy. That was about 6 inches in front of the plate. And the Moo get one back as Dodge comes around to score. One, two. Here's Ignacio, runner on third as a tying run. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ignacio Reynoso once again, ice cold. And a job well done as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Pios are in front, 4-3. We'll be right back on KNEB. Back and KNEB here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. Jake Circus with you this evening. Runs a pitching change. In comes Trey Nichols. So Marco Ibarra almost goes 8 innings, but is left in line for the loss. As Nichols comes in listed as a catcher from Bowling Green, Missouri. I go to school in Missouri. I've never heard of that city. I'm not the Missouri geography expert. I've only been living there for 2 years, but never heard of that. Midland University, the junior, 6'3", 205, has a 1.5 ERA this season. Also has played 14 games from behind the plate. So a true two-way player this season and has produced very well. Interesting that Shea Bennett is waiting this long to go to his guy. I mean, he seems like this is one of his guys from the pen. 19 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 18 innings. Runner on first, 1 out. Here comes Shane Jamison, potentially his last Pioneer at bat. And he takes a strike. Nichols lighting up that radar gun that is non-existent here, but we'll go with it.
All right, thanks, Patrick. Patrick catching up with Evan Pangelani prior to the ball game. So
no balls in a strike. Righty to righty. 4-3 game. Pios looking for some insurance for Paul Panduro. 0-1. Line drive into center field. It's dropping quick, and it's down for a base hit. Shane Jamison, a 2-hit night in his last game as a Pio. And a big one to move the line and continue it with less than 2 outs.
Trey Daniels making his 13th appearance this season, all out of the bullpen. He's worked 18 innings, given up 15 hits, 6 runs, 3 earned. He struck out 19 and walked 5. Nichols has a 1-2 record of the season and 3 saves. And has a 1.5
Jason Luke.
Now, he is facing a situation where the Pioneers lead 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th. And have runners at first and second and 1 down to the left fielder Jason.
And Lopez dancing off of second base. Luckily gets back. 2 on, 1 out.
The moves trying to keep this a 1-run ball game when he gets to the 9th. But the Pioneers putting the pressure on offensively here. The next pitch
And Luke takes a strike to open the AB.
was for the ball. Again, Isaac Lane stood up like he was going to call a strike, but didn't. That was 1 ball and no strike here on Jason Luke, the left fielder. Luke is 1 for 3. He singled and scored in the 3rd inning. Now is now ready.
1-0. Low and away.
2 balls and no strikes. The enemy game is Marco Larkin at the beginning of the 8th, and he struck out Howard Surface.
So Luke tonight has 2 strikeouts, a single and a run scored. He's stricken out the last 2 times he's been at the plate. Vacated area on the left side. Luke, the lefty, the 2-0 is away, 3-0.
Falls behind 3 balls and no strikes. Runners are at first and second with 1 down. Catcher Connor Dowdy would be next.
3 balls and no strikes.
Nichols, hands together, and the pitch.
And J. Lou takes 1, 3-1.
When we move out of the 9th, once again, it'll be Axelberg, Harrington, and Spear. If anybody gets on, then Ian Grant. 3-1, and the left end hitting Jason Luke.
3-1. Luke slices it left center field and deep. It is over the head of Scansey and up against the wall. Lopez scores. Jamison around third. He's coming all the way home, and the throw not in time. Jason Luke, the Salt Lake kid, drives in 2 more. He has been red hot for weeks and finally getting the home crowd recognition he deserves. J. Lou plates 2 more. It's 6-3 here in the 8th. An absolutely perfect swing from J. Lou. And now Dowdy takes a strike.
Still 1 out in the inning.
So 1 away. It's now 6-3. Pios' 14th hit. And they are showing the league that these moves should not be feared.
Jump in front now, 6-3.
Potential playoff preview for this weekend. Dowdy, line drive, right field base hit. That's another one. A 3-hit night for Connor Dowdy. Luke will stay. Dowdy's going to second because the throw home from Higdon was offline. And a shimmy from Dowdy. A 3-hit night for the Trevecca Nazarene product. Here is LT, 2 in scoring position. He has 2 singles as well. Menez takes one down.
1 ball and no strikes to Antonio Menez. He can get a board, then it's back to the top of the order with Eric Smelko. The Pioneers scored 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 7th, 2 more here in the 8th. 1-0 from Nichols.
Menez swings and a miss.
Fremont got 2 in the 4th.
1 ball, 1 strike. Infield in. Menez swings and misses, pitch in the dirt again.
Nichols looking for a strikeout or a pop-up right here.
It is 1-2 to LT. With 1 away. And he strikes out. 3 straight swings and misses. But it'll give Smelko a chance to bust it open. Smelko's had himself a night. He's 2 for 4 with 3 ribbies. And Nichols' first pitch to Smelko is inside of the back foot, taken 1-0. Smelko, base hit right field. That'll drive in at least 1 more. Here comes Dowdy around third. He's gonna score. Smelko with a 5-ribby night. How about it? Pios open the floodgates in the 8th. It's 8-3. Just like that, they've scored 4 in the 8th inning. Forgot Dowdy was on third, but nonetheless, Smelko pulls one into right field. It's 8-3. And Smelko, who had such a good series, comes back to his home and is raking once again. A 2 RBI single for Smelko. The Pios have scored 6 of the last 7 runs in this game since it was tied 2-2.
It was 4-3 coming into the inning, but the Pioneers have put up 4 runs here at the bottom of the 8th. It was 1-0.
1-0 to Callahan is grounded through the right side. Another base hit. And that is just a seeing eye single. But Ryan Callahan, a 13-game hitting streak now. Everything's working. As he deserves to keep that hitting streak going as long as possible. Here's Jace.
Smelko's at second base. Ryan Callahan is at first. First pitch.
And Jeremiah waves at a slider. He is the only remaining Pio to have not come to the plate this inning. 0-1. Jace already has 2 singles, and he grounds one through the left side. Another base hit for Jace. That's a 3-hit night for him. Smelko racing around third. He's going to score. Another one. The throw gets away. Ho-ho! Welcome back, Jace Jeremiah. 9-3 Pios lead. And the Pios have batted around in the 8th inning. Back-to-back RBI singles for Jace Jeremiah. And now Nichols will go from the windup, and the inning will look to end where it started with Zerfis, who swings and misses.
It is a 9-3 Western Nebraska lead. 7 hits this inning for the Pioneers.
A 1-2 Zerf. He takes one outside. What an inning. 2 runs last inning. Smelko had a ribby. Jace had a ribby.
Alex Zerfis.
2 ribbies double for J. Lou. Got it started. 2 ribby single for Smelko. And then
3rd and 2 down.
1 from Jace.
1 pitch.
Zerfis fouls it off. And we'll go 1-2. It's 9-3. Tough beat if you had the over in this one. Or if you had the under.
It was an error that was charged on the throw from Axelberg in left field. He looked like he was throwing to 3rd, and the throw just got away from him and sailed on the play to allow Callahan to get down to 3rd base. It's the first error committed by either team in the ballgame.
Zerfis swing and a miss, so that'll end it.
Strike 3 in.
But the Pios get 5 more on a bunch of hits from everybody. It's a floodgate now. 9-3, and the Pios looking to close it when we come back on KNEB. Well, Tony's bringing out the big guns to finish it off. It's Paul Panduro. We have not seen him in quite a bit.
Sending 10 batters to the plate. Trey Nichols.
He did not make the trip to Badlands.
Gave up 4 runs all over. He gave up
And his last outing, unbelievable. 6 innings in relief in the extra inning performance. 3 earned runs, 2 hits, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Unfortunately got the loss. He would have gotten the win. Jace Jeremiah, well also, first of all, Jace Jeremiah was an inch away from a walk-off home run. Would have gave him Paul the win. Also, the Pios left bases loaded, nobody out with the winning run on 3rd. So Paulie kind of got screwed. But he has performed just magnificently this year. 28 innings, 33 strikeouts, 3.53 ERA. And the Pioneers up 9-3 after a 5-run bottom of the 8th. It'll be 6, 7, 8. Axelberg, Harrington, and Spear. So Pauly obviously not a safe situation, but he loves to throw. It doesn't matter the situation.
Jason Axelberg at the plate. Jason is 0 for 3.
Axelberg 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the 6th. And Pandaro's first pitch. Popped up out of play, right side. Loud fastball to open it up.
Just tuning in. We thank you for being with us on KHUB, Fremont, Nebraska, AMNF, and FremontMove.com.
No balls and a strike.
First 6 innings, and then Western
From Pandaro to Axelberg. The 0-1. Up and in. Brushed him off with the fastball. We're glad you're with us. Runs a post-game show after this. What a Pios performance so far. Pandaro looking to put the exclamation mark and close the page. 1-1. That's spiked in the dirt.
2 balls and 1 strike. Jason Axelberg.
Pandaro from Pittsburgh State University. Has 3 years more of eligibility, but doesn't plan on using them all.
In danger of having the 3-game winning streak stamp.
Has bigger plans. Entering into the draft next season. 2-1. On the ground, foul. He's sitting low 90s, can hit in the mid 90s. Has developed a wipeout slider that really, when you know, he'll use in his save situations and when he's going to the 9th, and when he is used in long appearances, he kind of waits to use that slider. Swing and a miss. There it is. Speak of the devil.
And 1 down here in the top of the 9th. So that brings to the plate now the third baseman, number 31, Tyler Harrington.
Harrington digs in, who has reached base every time. He's 2 for 2.
RBI single in the 4th, and he doubled in the 7th inning.
Next to the batter, the third baseman from the University of Memphis, number 31, Tyler Harrington.
1 out, nobody on, top of the 9th inning. First pitch.
There's a strike.
0-1 Harrington, Matt Spear in the on-deck circle. 93 Western Nebraska lead for the Pioneers without out in the move. 18-8. One strike pitch to Harrington. He swings.
Up the middle, off the foot of Pandaro, into the air. Jeremiah over to first. He got him. How about it? I don't know if Paul Pandaro kicked it. I'm pretty sure he did. It hit off of the foot of Pandaro and took a weird bounce to the left. Jeremiah charged in, picked it up one hand, and gunned it to first. Can you believe that? That is something that I don't think I've ever seen before. That is, I mean, whether or not it hit Pauly, that is an unbelievable play from Jace Jeremiah.
Actually kicked up that right foot when that ball went by. I don't think it had contact with him, but I think it hit a pitching rubber and then shot up into the air. Here's the first pitch to Spear.
Up and away to Spear. Pios and out away.
Ball, no strikes to Spear. If he gets aboard, we'll see Ian Graff, who designated hitter. Pioneers trying to take game 1 of this 3-game series. 1 ball, no strikes. The next pitch to Spear.
Spear takes one in the dirt. Pandaro says, my bad.
Right after this ball game, we'll have our post-game report and run down offensive and defensive totals of this one, hand out some awards, and also check the Independence Baseball League scoreboard and Major League Baseball scoreboard tonight. Plus preview game 2 this series.
2-0. There's a strike from Paul.
2-0 and then 1 strike to the Bruce catcher. Left thigh, looks into the sun and down.
2-1. Popped up, out of play. Would be fitting for Pauly to end it. with a 1-2-3 inning.
All right, Pios fans, let's end this with some Western Nebraska.
Here we go. 2-2. Pauly kicks and deals. On the ground, left side. This should do it. Jeremiah, easy hop. Over to first in time. That's a Pios win. Winners of 4 straight, and they continue their good performances in this very stadium. They get their 29th win of the year and defeat the league's premier team, the 32-win Fremont Moo, in the first of a 3-game set potential playoff preview. It was all Pios down the stretch. 18 hits. Paul Pondero gets it done. Ignacio Reynoso, the save belongs to him. Marco Ibarra, the loss, runs a post-game show. When we come back, Jake Circus saying so long from Morgan Trail Park Stadium. We'll talk to you tomorrow night.